we're gonna skip ahead to the following morning. It was like early afternoon. You guys make ready. Your captain's like ready to set sail.
I guess before we set off, or are you still just talking to Sahita? Sorry, I didn't mean to get ahead of myself.
The rest of you, everyone at this point, I imagine.
Everyone's getting ready to head for the tower.
Nintu Bell's ship. Yes, everyone is going. Everyone is being brought.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we kind of all get together, at a possible moment, Awida wants to try to bend Anagolmeshu's ear a little bit.
Okay.
Like, relatively privately. Because that's the only...
say you get a moment sometime that night.
Alright. She comes in. Fuck, I'm really trying, because this is really dangerous for me, but there's no way in hell she accomplishes her goals otherwise.
Okay, wait, so I come in. Where am I coming in? I'm assuming
let's describe this. Set the scene. How do you get this one-on-one time with Algameshu?
So, I imagine it's just kind of late at night, and Algameshu, they're all at the Wizard College, and Awida's kind of just bringing all the soldiers tea, and she kind of just quickly.
Well, your character, I think your character's technically arrested right now, right?
Fuck.
Yeah, but you guys still make her bring you guys tea.
Okay, that's fair. Like
come on, you
she's
guys still make her do that. No.
Alright, so she's bringing Anagolmeshu tea, and I imagine she has like
and you
her
gotta do it in
private...
chains at the shame of it all.
Jesus Christ. Well, it'll help my pitiful appeal. Be playing the fucking Arms of the Angels or something. If my hands were chained. Alright, so, Master Anagolmeshu, if I know it's quite above my station, but if I may have a brief word with you about a matter of great importance relating to our journey tomorrow.
I would assume she's listening, but not responding.
God. Okay. Fuck, how do I want to play this? So as a player, I'm just going to try to state my intent here, so
yeah,
maybe I can help me along a little bit. At this point...
And then we can like work it out on the ground level and sort of describe things.
Every single other player is going to be there, she's just going to start trying to turn people against each other. And since Anagolmeshu is like the strongest horse, she's probably going to turn them against her master by saying that that she's been kind of paying attention to her master and paying attention to her studies, and that she thinks she's studying like some really dark, like fucked up artifacts that will give her kind of unheard of magic power, and that she plans to overthrow the crown.
Ooh, or specifically that there's something in the tower that she wants.
Yeah, there's something in the tower that she wants.
Okay.
And she's kind of... She was already planning...
Do you sort of accept this? Do you,
I mean, I'm listening. I'm not sure how I'd roll against it.
But... If you want to try to disbelieve it, you can roll against it if you want, or we can just negotiate that you believe it, because it's pretty believable. And maybe it's more interesting for the story if you believe it. But that's
my whole spiel is that there's something in the tower that she wants that will make her powerful enough to just kill Anagolmeshu and all the troops and the king, and just fucking put herself in absolute power.
You sort of stress how powerful some of this, like...
Yeah.
These relics can be.
Okay. No, I'll believe it.
These are objects of myth. They carry world-shaking power.
Like, these things were touched by the gods.
Yep. It is most likely that once made it into the tower, with her knowledge of the artifacts and her ability to recognize and find them more quickly, if something isn't done, she will make an attempt on your and eventually all of our lives. I don't think, especially as a wizard of her power, that she can be trusted. I don't want to take it too far. I don't want to be like...
I think at this point she's actually like looking at you with the cocked eyebrow.
That's as far as I'm gonna go. Yeah, because I can tell I've already like pushed it a little too far. I was about to be like, you should take the key and then kill her. That's like way too far. So like,
yeah. So just leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaving it at that. I'm sorry to have wasted your time, and then I leave the tea and like go.
Is anyone serving me tea?
There's probably tea that you can get, but nobody's bringing it to you.
I hand her the tea.
Are you in the same room?
Are you? No, you guys aren't there. I mean, this would be back. You'd be back at your place at this point. Anyway, let's
Yes.
move on. Let's move on.
No, yeah.
Let's even furthermore get on the ship, because what else is there to do? All right. So, what do you guys do when the slavers attack?
What?
That night out on the ship, Hamushi has been spending most of the day, you know, charting the stars, getting ready. The new moon is soon, and it, you know, if you move quickly, you can easily be at the location of the tower when you get there. But that night, your ship is overtaken. They cry and brandish their blades and board the ship. What do you do?
So Sahita definitely wasn't asleep because she's really, 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 really anxious. So she'd have been on the deck pacing. And as soon as she sees the sails come up, she calls an alarm. She's getting people out of her bed. I imagine that Animal Galeshu is in the captain's quarter and the captain is in Sahita's quarter. So she's gonna get both of those up. I guess the wizards as well. There's like a bell that she is ringing, and she's like organizing repelling teams. And she's like not the nervous voice cracky diplomat you met earlier. She's like, there's fire in her eyes as she's like arranging this. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
All right. What about the rest of you? What does Anagameshi do? Sorry, even I'm messing it up.
It is a weird name. No, I'm gonna meet the slavers out there, and
With
then
direct violence.
Meet him head on.
I'm gonna make sure like the people of interest on the ship are okay. So I'm going to.
Okay, so maybe actually, well, you're focusing then on the others.
Yeah.
So then you're acting with violence for others.
Yeah.
Okay, Sahita, try to think about your forms based on what you described to me here. Hamushi, what are you doing?
Oh, I am like staying back since my brand of magic doesn't mesh well with both.
So do you even
Try
just
and
not
keep
get
that on the
involved?
deal.
By not getting involved, you also spare yourself the chance of like getting consequences.
I'm sticking out of this.
Awida?
She's definitely not going to get involved with the slavers. Especially since she's probably like still chained up and shit.
That's probably true.
I'm going to be acting for others with violence.
The best way to live.
Sahita is so pure, you guys.
Yup. We're all assholes except for
Alright,
Sahita.
well, let's roll these damn dice. So, Sahita, or actually, everybody rolled a fucking 6. Well, the second die determines that, so it's a 4, a 5, and a 6. Okay, so the merchant goes first. So the merchantmen, like, begin to repel out the slavers. And they're going to roll... Okay. So what happens here? The slavers push onto the ship, pushing back the fighters of the merchants, and like the merchant captain himself is put into danger. Now the next on initiative was Amagameshu. You may choose who answers. I mean, well, the only real option is the slavers.
Okay. So I'm guessing like where I'm at, like Hamusi and everyone else is like behind me, or
I'm probably like down in the cabin.
okay. I'm gonna, I guess, like try to fend them off and knock them off the boat as they're coming up. I just roll my top dice.
Actually, yeah, re-roll both your die.
Oh crap! It was something.
But they rolled under you. So
Well, that's good.
describe what you do again.
Oh, as they're getting onto the boat, I'm just knocking them off and stabbing them.
I mean, yeah, you just kind of mow through a bunch of them.
Is it too late for me to get involved?
Oh, absolutely not. But you can get involved in the second round.
Okay.
Just let us finish this round.
Yeah.
All right, Sahida.
Once we're starting to repel them, I want to take a raiding party and like board one of the ones that's come up against us
Mm-hmm.
and start fighting over there.
Zeta, you take advantage for next round. Just remember that.
Okay.
All right, so you easily like bring your men on and sort of like begin to tear through the forces of the slavers. All right, so this is a new round. Awita, if you want to get involved, you may.
I guess like she doesn't want to die getting fucking attacked by slavers or she probably won't die. It'll be even worse than that. So, but she doesn't think she can fight them directly, especially chained up. So what she's going to try to do is like discreetly set fire to their ship.
Okay.
If
Please
that
be
would, I'm
careful
trying to do
with
like
that fire.
covertly with violence.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. So the slavers won advantage or won initiative there. So they're actually going to have everyone in the conflict answer their action as they rally and attempt to just knock all of you back. That's a 13. I need everybody to roll their forms and beat a 13.
Oh, that's 6.
I just got an 11. Is this where it ends? We just get killed by slavers randomly? This fucking sucks.
No, it just means that, I mean, did anyone roll over?
No, I don't think so.
No.
It means that all of you guys are, like, pushed back, you know, like, Sahida and you and your troops are, you know, you start losing some people and you yourself fall back to your own ship.
Okay.
And they have advantage for the third and final round coming in here.
God.
So everyone roll your large die.
Hey.
Who won initiative here? Sahida did.
Yes.
I did too.
Yes, but Sahida goes first.
I want to re-rally, and just kind of like, try and rout the remaining slavers on the
You know,
ship.
like, you know, do you like call to your men like, you know, hey, this is, you know, that's their last surge, that's their second win, that's it, that's all I
Yeah.
got.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay, you just
Or
add your,
maybe
you
not.
don't re-roll your big dice, you don't re-roll your big
Oops.
dice, keep your roll.
Okay. I'm sorry. And that.
That's an 8 plus, it's a 7, yeah.
Yep. No, that's 9.
Okay, 9.
Never mind.
Oh my god, I am so sorry.
Triple ones. Wow.
Oh no.
I guess that's not their last one.
Alright, so they have advantage. Amagameshu. Alright, they really just, they hold on real tight.
So is this all the stuff that we're rolling against?
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
I mean, they're already going to end the final round with advantage, so they will count as a winner of this conflict, but there might be more than one winner.
Okay, I'm gonna try to cut any ropes that they've put on the boat to try and make sure, like, no one else gets on the boat, I guess.
Alright, so you also win advantage as you, like, you sort of, like, knock them, they've repelled, Sahida's troops from their ship, but you've also kept them from really storming the ship that you're on either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
did
like
that.
just running around in the darkness, like cutting the ropes. Awita, you have a chance to act here.
Alright, I do? Okay.
Yeah. Take an action.
I guess I'm gonna try to burn their sails, so like if we manage to get away they can't follow us.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay, 18. Which they don't even... So you also will end the third round with advantage. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, you set fire to their sails here. So technically we have, 3 winners. Well, and 2 losers. The merchant captain and Sahida.
Poor Sahida can't win shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just not acting with enough love.
I'm gonna say, no, the slavers really want to, like, wear you guys down. So they're going to use their advantage to, at the very least, whittle down Sahida and her troops. So you are exhausted.
Okay. I'll take that.
As for the rest of you, Anagameshu and Awida, since you ended the conflict with advantage, you can also incur a penalty on the slavers, but you would also take one form down if you were to do that.
Do we get to choose the form?
It would be the form they used, which in this case would be action.
So directly and covertly, or one
essentially, yeah.
Okay.
That's essentially what action is.
Okay. What I was thinking is just like, since we burned their sails and they're not like roped onto us anymore, we could just, sail away and they can't follow us, and then we don't we could.
They don't take any penalties, and you don't take any
nobody
penalties.
takes any penalties.
Yeah, I think that sounds
Get
fair.
away.
That makes sense.
So basically, just fuck Sahida at this point.
Well, Sahida can still get away because as long as they have sails.
I mean, Sahida's on the ship with you. Sahida's just
Oh,
exhausted.
okay.
Yeah, she's just tired. She's just gonna take a lay down
Mm-hmm.
and throw
Yeah,
her
as long as they
dead
just
man overboard.
Go away.
They're literally dead in the water, so all we have to do is leave, and they're fine.
Yeah, we're gonna just do that. Actually, they would lose. That's, I think, because of my consequential thing, they still would lose a form.
Oh, sick.
That's for others. You were acting for others?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna knock down their big form, too.
Nice.
That's a D10, D6.
Yeah, they got pretty fucked up, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you guys repelled them off really good. Holy crap.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Mish showed up at the very end.
I actually really like this, having a lot more control over the fiction rather than it being on the shit. This is fun.
Yeah, okay, alright, so let's move on. Alright, Hamushi, since you didn't act here, I'm going to give you initiative for this scene.
Okay.
How do you guys approach the tower? How does this work?
Is there any reason why we'd have to hide or stealthy? Do we feel?
Well, I mean, they're probably going to be slavers and pirates around the area, presumably. If it only shows up once a month anyway, wouldn't that be the time that they come in and come out?
So I guess we're just it's possible for me to cast with Arwita's help to cast a spell to hide us.
Well, you are a pyromancer, so I'm gonna need it flavored in that sort of setup. Well, no, that's for violence. Well, yes,
That's not even for
Smoke.
the Guardian.
Smoke.
I mean, I'm still a wizard. I just specialize in pyromancy.
Yeah, smoke. Or maybe a dense fog.
We
but
get
using
it,
the heat.
Hamusi, you vape.
Oh my god. Yeah, maybe using the fire to create a dense fog. So that would still be with violence and covertly. And you add the D8 for pyromancy. Alright, 15. Which their dice cannot reach. Oh wait, no, one of them can. The slavers are incorrigible. But it doesn't matter. So, Hamushi and Awida conjuring these thick globs of lava, just sort of pour it out onto the water, creating this steam, causing the entire area to fog up. And you're there a little bit early, so you just begin to do this and you just build up the fog as the new moon approaches, as the moon begins to wane.
Sahida is watching this, incredibly nervous about all this fire on her ship.
It's okay, I'm a licensed pyromancer.
Yeah, she gives you a nervous thumbs up.
Well, that settles the issue of you being seen. But it also means that you don't really know how many ships there are out there. Anything else you want to do before the night of the new moon?
I'm trying to think of a way to prepare. The only thing that I keep bumping up against how much I'm allowed to author a little bit, because
you're allowed a lot of room.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I go to Anagameshu
Anagameshu.
and I
Isn't
take
I?
the key from my body, and I hand it off to them as a sign of trust.
Fuck.
Okay, all right. So this is what forms is this? Is this sort of subterfuge? Or I mean, I guess without even considering forms, maybe Anagameshu could also negotiate to just accept this, or you guys can negotiate without rolling. That's up to you.
Do you mind if I talk over this a little bit?
I mean, if you want to interrupt it, if you have a thing that you could do that might
Yeah,
affect it, yes,
like-
please.
I'm thinking my plan, the character's plan, is that in some kind of confusion of getting in, if she gets hold of the artifacts that kind of confer this absurd power, and then just fucking turns everybody into a grease spot. But I'm trying to decide whether it should. Obviously you got to get in first and use the key to get in. So I guess really I'm just gonna wait until we get in and then like try to disengage and make my. So she's like trying to plan out her route to these artifacts, because I imagine she's studying. I don't know how much she has.
There's
but,
actually
like,
not a whole lot that you know about what's inside that tower. Even Hamushi doesn't know too much.
Okay, gotcha.
But Anagameshu and Hamushi, as per you were talking.
I look at the key, and I take it, and I put it in like a pocket, and I say to her, "You know, your apprentice told me that you were trying to get into here to
Fuck.
overthrow the king."
Ah! No! Oh!
I am many things, but I am loyal to Crown. It's true. I'm not like trying to like overthrow the king. I'm actually
This is being
just-
truthful. Okay.
This is so fucking bad.
I swear to all the gods, old and new.
The question
Oh.
is just, are they gonna try to kill me before they get in here?
Honestly, I do not trust my apprentice anymore.
Fuck.
Okay, would that like overwrite or
That's up to you.
like I think that act of handing me the key would actually be like, oh,
All I
I mean,
want,
I
maybe
think
you
I know
can
what's
continue
going
to play
on.
both sides, Anagameshu, for your own best interests. I'll let you figure
Yeah.
that out.
all I want, like, I'm gonna step in as like player who wants something from the story here, is Awita not to get fucking murdered before we even get to the climax of the story.
That's
Like, I'd
unlikely
like
to
my
happen.
character-
Don't sweat it.
Okay, good.
Like honestly, I think like Hameshi has like realized she's like overplayed her hand and she's trying to make the best of it to get out alive and not like have her head cut off.
Okay, so if no one else would like, I mean, last call for anything before the night.
well, I get up and I shake her hand, and then I put the key away. And can I actually like figure out a way to hide the key somewhere so no one tries to steal it off me?
I mean, probably the safest place is on your person, unfortunately.
I just hide it under, like I'll sleep in my armor and just put it under my armor.
That's a good point.
Yes.
But
I
who's
feel
exhausted?
bad for Mooney. Their character is kind of like
Yeah,
on
they
the
just keep
outside
it
of all
in.
this
I'm
intrigue.
having
Yeah,
fun.
well, I'm glad you're having fun. That's good.
Go for it.
I want to approach my captain. And I kind of join him at the bow, and I kind of lean my shoulder or my elbows up on the beams, the rail, and I'm looking out into the fog, and I say to him, "They're in there somewhere. What do you want to do? Can we just get them and leave? Do we have to get involved in all this magic?"
I reckon we gave up on that whenever we want to go into the magical tower. I don't like it any more than you do.
She kind of like inhales deeply and kind of nods.
That being said, and he begins to scratch his beard, I'm willing to bet it's more than just what they took for us in there. Maybe it'd be in our best interest to let the guards do most of the fighting. And we'll sort things out afterward, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. I give him a kiss on the cheek.
Sort of purses his lips at you and winks.
Oh.
And I'm gonna go off and start getting the men ready.